Hey, what's up, y'all? It's recording artist Tramaine Banks. It is true that your boy is going on tour, okay? Independent artists, okay? Going on tour. And yes, it took a little bit. It took a while. In my younger years, people that know me in my younger years, I was hoping and wishing for this. Even back like when Fantasia won Idol, okay? I was hoping to do this kind of thing. But I guess it took me to do some maturing and to do some growing up and to, learn some things about the industry. And rather not if I really wanted to quit my full-time job, go live with somebody on their couch and just really go full force in the music industry and, end up in LA and roommating with somebody and doing all this other. It took me some time to think about and know if I really wanted to put myself through all that. Not just as a hungry artist, but also as pretty much somebody who wanted to do better, who wanted to pretty much move forward in that situation. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I choose to live a normal life. You know what I'm saying? Continue working my 9 to 5, continue to, live a regular life, go bowling, hang out with friends, do family, but also still keep artistry as my priority in my life, as a priority in my life and, a dream that I wanted to come true. So pretty much, I became an independent artist. I started, showing up, performing different places, doing different things. And before you know it, all of the relocation that I've done, from moving from back home and things like that, this is where I ended up. But it took me to go through some things. It took me to, try different shows, even pay for some things that didn't fall through and that didn't show up right. It took me to go through a lot to be able to understand, parts of the industry and know the importance of, hey, you book a show, you need to show up regardless of what's happening. Okay. I've lost out on some money. I've canceled some shows. I had a whole cruise. My girl Carmela know exactly what I'm talking about. She had booked me for a great amount of performances on a cruise ship. I lost out on money for that. Things like that, so there are some things that I went through in my career on my music journey that I'm not happy about going through it because I got mad at myself. And I'll be honest, I even got mad at God sometimes, like, God, how come, this didn't go right? How come I just didn't show up and perform here? How come it just didn't happen? How come, but it's all in his timing. It's all what he wants, what he sees fit for you, that will protect you, that will, treat you right, dealing with different people that will see, just see it through pretty much. It's all in God's timing. And so I went through those things. I've canceled shows. I lost out on money. Even my birthday show that I had put together, I lost out on that, paid money for the venue. Thank God that my twin brother is a part of music as well. He's not heavy on artistry like I am. He may be at home in the bathroom or he may be, at home in his room writing all the time because he does rap, whatever. But he showed up to the event and he had to take over, and he became the primary artist, and then other people was there for him. Regardless if it was 3 people in the room, 5 people in the room, 10 people in the room, my brother got to do something that he hadn't done in quite some time, and that was perform live. And now he he wants to pretty much, be on his way. He wants to keep moving forward and, writing and do music. We have a song that we're going to be doing together. And I know the outcome of it is going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Look, I'm fumbling over my words. I'm so excited. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. And, things are going to just be good, for that. So I come to you to let you know to visit all my social medias. Okay. My little niece said it best. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything. Okay. You can check those social medias for all my tour dates. It's posted everywhere. It's being promoted everywhere. And that's not the only thing that's taking place, guys. Guess what? Your boy got a new single coming out. I got a new single coming out, okay? And I have a feature on that. And I think this is gonna be dope. I think you guys are actually gonna like this. This speaks volume. It talks about, you know, being in this time frame. So yeah. In this, you know, during this pandemic and everything that we have been going through, it's been almost 3 years that everybody has been canceling shows. I had a show in Miami that got canceled. A whole lot of stuff had just been happening. So I spent the time and I went into the studio. I created this fabulous single. And I'm not gonna tell you who the feature is yet. I'll let you guys, you know, in on that when the song get ready to drop. But not only that, I have countless music coming your way. I have great things that I'm singing about, talking about life situations. That's the best way to be a good artist, is to sing what you live in and what you're going through and what it's about. And the thing is this, people that you know that don't support you or don't believe in you, or they feel like, you know, they're just gonna visit your page and see, oh, he's just coming out with another song, or he's just a studio person, they won't understand. They won't get it. They'll just see, oh, he's just a person who does music. He's not famous. He's not nobody that's done anything. But what they fail to realize is that the steps that you're taking, okay, the steps that you're taking, that you're climbing, is going to lead to doors opening. So when doors start to open, when when you see people on a show, or when you see people, you know, my song, Take Some Time, came out, and it featured on the Chasing Reality franchise. And that song will forever be on those episodes. That's a great deal for me, because I've never actually ever did something like that. You know, had a deal with a TV show, and that was good for me. As an independent artist, I did that on my own. What no team, what no record label, no suit, none of that. I don't have that, to set that up. I have a team, but I don't have a team, if that makes sense. So let me let you in a little bit on that. I have a team when it comes to having a studio team. I have engineer, I have producer, I have, a voice production. I have that, right? I have people, some people, maybe one or two person people, that is watching social media for me, that will post a little something, that will, communicate with the outside world when they want to communicate and talk about a recording artist and, if their availability. But the person who does a lot of booking shows, talking about budgets, things like that, that's another thing. A lot of people think that all of the shows that I've done were for free. There were some shows, okay, that comes with a budget. Okay, and moving forward in my career in the future, there will be some shows that come with a budget. I have a show that's coming later, after the summer, probably. I think it's in August. I think. Miss Sandra had reached out to me in August, and it's a budget coming for that show. She having a big bash and looking for an artist to take the stage, and guess who she called? You know what I'm saying? Guess who she called? Recording artist Tramaine Banks, and a budget comes with that. But I don't have to get on social media and post, hey, I just did this show, made this amount of money. Hey, they booked me for this show, made this amount of money. Hey, they used my song on Chasing Reality, TV, a reality show, got a budget for that. I don't have to get on here and post on. I don't have to do that. You'll see me at different karaoke shows, or, sometimes I go to Atlanta and go to a lounge and I'll sing live or something like that. All that doesn't always have to come with a budget, because when you love what you do, you'll do it, period. Pretty much at all costs, So, I came here to let you guys know to look out for the tour. If you don't listen to the music, if you don't even know who I am and you're watching this post, you know, look at dates on the tour. Come to a city and just come to the show and just enjoy the show. There'll be other artists on stage, there'll be other things going on, but just enjoy my segment. Enjoy me as an artist. And I always tell people, when people say, oh, I'll come to a show when you get closer to here. What does closer to here mean? What does that mean when a person say closer to here? I'll let you know what they mean when you get closer to their city. So some people are scared and afraid to get up, get dressed, book a flight, go to another city and go to a show. And they look at it as they're coming to watch Tramaine Banks, you know, in Chicago, and then that's just it. They getting back in their car and rolling back home, or they get back on a plane or a flight and going back home. No. That's not what you're supposed to be looking at. Let me let you in on a little bit. When you go see Beyonce, for an example, and she book a show in let's just say Tennessee. Let's just say she's in Memphis, Tennessee. Beyonce gonna be in Memphis, Tennessee. All people on deck. Nigga, you book a show and y'all book the flight and you go to Tennessee to see Beyonce. Beyonce don't even know who you are. She don't even know you exist. She don't know that you in the bathroom crying to her songs, or, you know, taking her songs and using her songs for, you know, different things that's going on in your life, or even people who've done a series or anything. She don't even know who you are. She don't know you. But you booked the show, right? You booked the ticket. And you went to you booked the flight, right? And you went to Tennessee and you seen her. Okay? And I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding. I'm saying hi to my neighbor. I'm not understanding how you can book a ticket, right? Book a flight, right? And go to Tennessee, away from your close to your home, right? She don't even know you. I know Beyonce the girl. I know she's that girl, and she likes your music and all that other stuff. I know that. Or I'm sorry, you like her music and all that other stuff. And she. I guess what I'm trying to say is, listen. You know who I am. You don't know who Beyonce is. All you know is her music. You don't know nothing going on in her personal life when them cameras are not running. But you know Tramaine Banks. You are my friend, or you've been in my circle at some point, or if you hung out with me, you know what I've been through in my life. You know some things I had to do to make it. You know some things I had to do to jeopardize my life. Okay? All kinds of different things. You know stuff about me. And you won't book a ticket and come to Tennessee and see me at a show. And get this, when you book a ticket, right, to come to my show, to see me out of town, right, Tennessee, California, anywhere, right, you never ever book a ticket just to come to a show and then next morning get up and check out of your hotel and go back home on a flight. That's not what you go out of town for. What you have to understand, right? And I had to learn this as a recording artist when I went different places to do different things, even if it wasn't my show, or to do things for my career, right? You gonna be in LA for the weekend to see Shaka Khan, right? Shaka Khan's show is on a Sunday. You're booking your ticket to get there to LA because you're in LA. Who goes to LA just for a Sunday? Are you serious? I've never been to LA and I'm going for the entire weekend. That date is also on my tour. But see, in LA, I won't have a show in LA. I actually would go to LA because I have a photo shoot, which is a part of my tour. And then I am going that next day to worship and to celebrate others that are on tour. Kirk Franklin, Maverick, Jonathan McReynolds. I'm going to worship, have a good time, and thank God for what he's done in my music career, for what he's done for me as a recording artist, for what he's done for me as an individual person. Because Who knows where I would be or what I would be going through had it not been for my relationship, my connection, my love, his covering, his protection, my honoring, my praise to him. Who would know? Who would know where I would be? So when I'm going to LA, I'm not just going just to worship for that Sunday. I'm going to be there the whole weekend. I got a photo shoot. I'm going to view LA. I'm going to the mall to pick something up I ain't never bought. Here in Florida, never bought. In Charlotte, North Carolina, never bought. In Wisconsin, never bought. In Chicago, never bought. In Atlanta, never bought. In Birmingham, Alabama, when I went to audition for Idol, never bought. In Washington, D.C., when I auditioned for Idol, never bought. When me and my good friend KT went to audition for The Voice, right? We ended up moving to Florida, auditioned for The Voice Florida. Okay, it was about 32 or 40 of us who auditioned, and I placed third place, right? I am going to do things and have a good time. Wow, and that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Okay, you know, when you come to a show or when you go to anybody's show and you go to a show out of town, you never book a show to be, you know, just at a show for that day and then you book a flight and go back home. That's not what you do, sweetie, because you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money. Even if you book a show to go see 50 Cent, all up in the club, bottles in there, everybody turning up. And then you wake up out of your hotel the next day at 11 checkout or 12 o'clock checkout if they nice hotel. You get back on your flight and you go home. You dumb. I'm sorry. Recording artist Tramaine Banks keeps it real. Okay? Mr. Banks keeps it real. You are wasting your money. If you go to Washington, D.C. for a show, baby, and the show is on a Saturday, you need to book your flight for a Friday. You need to get there. You need to be off work Friday. Period, right? And book your flight to get there Friday morning so you can spend Friday and have a good time in Washington, D.C. Brunch, lunch, meet up with friends that you've met. You know, things like that. Any kind of thing that's going on that night. A concert, anything. Saturday, turn up. Get dressed. Go have mimosas. Do whatever, right? Go to that event. Go to that show for that Saturday. Don't leave on no flight after that night. Sunday. There's a church in town, right? And 9 times out of 10, it's a celebrity pastor church. For example, let's just say John P. King. Let's just say Todd Tribbett. Todd Tribbett church is in Orlando. You go to Orlando, you having a good time. Wake up that Sunday and go to Todd Tribbett church. Talk to him. Pray with him. Worship with him. Right? Take pictures with him. Make that a part of your journey, because this is what you should be doing when you visit, you know, different cities, when you do different things. Period. So, yeah. So I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, that I want y'all to come to my show. I explained all that for y'all to come to my show. My hands is ashy. I don't care. I work. Okay? I'll lotion them when I get ready to go to the event. When I get ready to get on stage, I bet you they be lotion. Be holding no mic and they be like, you know, folks talk about people, right? And so, yeah, I said all that to say I want y'all to come to my show. And even if it's a show out of town, book you a ticket, book a flight, book a hotel, and you come support me like you support Beyonce. Support me like you support Jennifer Hudson. Support me like you support Jasmine Sullivan. Okay? Support me like I would want you to support my good girlfriend in music and in gospel, one Sunday best, Yana Crawley. Support. And when you book that flight and you go out of town, when you come out of town to Florida or wherever the show may be, I got a show on the 29th, April 29th in Houston, Texas. You think I'm going to go for that show and then get back on the flight and come home? Absolutely not. My cousin lives in Texas, just moved to Texas. So I'm going to try my hardest and make it my best to travel over to see my cousin, hang out, do brunch, do lunch or something, take pictures, have a good time, do something. You have to make it count. You have to make it count. You got to make it count. You have to make it count. to, because you're not promised every day. Oh. Okay? So yeah, recording artist Tramaine Banks checking out. I want y'all to check all tour dates on all social media. You probably don't know me if you're watching this. I'm an artist who sings about what I'm going through, what I've been through, what I've experienced, different things. I have music on all platforms. The platform with the most music on it right now would be YouTube and SoundCloud. But my music is on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Play, all that stuff, okay? And the number one song that's doing it right now that everybody was loving on is Take Some Time. Because keep in mind, you have to take some time for you. Yeah. So, today is Saturday. I came out of the house, all right? And I just want y'all to know that I'm going to grab something to eat. I need to get some fruit because my cousin asked me why I ain't have no fruit in my house. Yeah, my roommate, he don't keep no fruit. Okay, my roommate, he eats when I cook. Otherwise, he eats out. So, yeah, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to get some fruit. And I'm coming back home because I'm going to be spending this Saturday, to rest up. It's just about rest. I just want to take this time to lay back, rest, watch some movies, keep going over the show. I have my earbuds in and keep listening to the show mix, for the tour, and just relax, just rest. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing for tour. I've never been on tour. I've never done something like this, so I have to prepare. So. All right, checking out. I love you all with the love of the Lord. And yeah.